Good morning, everybody. Hope everyone is well and your weather's okay wherever you are. Let's just get this camera sorted out a bit. Slightly forward a smidge. Okay. Good morning, Jill. Forward a bit more. Good morning, Christine. Push this back slightly, I think. Doesn't seem to want to play this morning. Good morning, Andreen. Good morning, Donna.
Morning, boss. Miss Julie.
Good morning. Is that Julie or Joe?
Oh, yeah.
It's a surprise.
Surprise!
Good morning, Wendy. That's better. Right. Cannot get that camera right this morning. What's it playing at? I don't know. Oh, excuse me. Good evening, Wendy. It's definitely Julie. You can never tell. Could be anybody. Okay. That'll be all right. I think that's okay now. Yep, that looks fine to me. Hope that's okay for you. Okay, so today, good morning, Jenny. We are going to be altering or upcycling, or whichever way you'd like to call it, one of these little wooden embellishment boxes. This one I've got to use this morning is slightly bigger, just depends what you buy. But if you're anything like us, you'll probably have a load of these hanging around somewhere. And these, the actual boxes they come in are just too good to throw away and not do anything with. They're brilliant for making into little projects, little gifts for people. Oh, got a frog in my throat. Let me just grab a little drink. That's it. Hopefully that helps. Okay, so yeah, a lot of places sell these. I know the Works have always got these. The Range, Do Crafts sell a lot of their essentials in these, but they're brilliant. Come in all sorts of shapes and sizes. There's the big rectangular ones as well, that have like the letters of the alphabet, which we're also using. So like those. So they're great for turning into something else as well. So put that to one side. This is the one that I made originally to show, which, yep, stands up on its own, as you can see. Got all sorts of little bits and bobs inside. This would be great just to give to somebody for any occasion, really. Got the little feet on there from the little cotton reels that we've got quite a few of as well. You can put any kind of if you've got any little keepsakes or anything. Thank you, Donna. You could put those in as well, put a little button in there. But if you've got anything that's personal to you or the person you're sending it to. Okay, I've covered the back there as well. It's just in paper and covered over. So we're going to do something similar today, but slightly different, and I'm doing it on a theme of Mother's Day. Thank you, Julie. Yeah, I love these. They're so cute. As you know, I love anything cute and miniature. And good morning, Gail. Thank you, Andreen. Yeah, these are brilliant for using all sorts of things. They make good drawer handles and things as well. Oh no! Oh, Wendy. Oh, I expect you've got one somewhere. So yeah, I was trying to find if you can buy them just on their own, but as the whole purpose is upcycling, I suppose. No, you might need to, but these are be great. I mean, you saw Tracy's gorgeous new baby cards this morning. I mean, little keepsake things for babies and that as well, be perfect for. So put that to one side. Okay, so like I said, the other box I had is slightly larger. So this is the scale we're working on today. Yeah, I'm sure you will, Wendy. I shall quickly run through what I'm using. I'm going for a white and pink colour theme today. So I've used the Dictionary Definitions stamp. I've gone with the family as it's a Mother's Day theme. This will fit inside one of the boxes. I've used the Cherry Blossom stamp set, which I love, so I've used it on here, and we're actually going to stamp directly onto wood as well. I've used Julie's Handpicked Blossoms and Blooms stamp set to cover the back. It's a lovely large stamp. This is going to go onto the back. Fills the space beautifully. I've used the Perfectly Pretty Blooms stamp and die sets to add some floral interest. Just down on the corner there. So obviously got the wooden embellishment box. You also need various different wooden embellishments or shapes. I've got some mini bottles I'm going to pop in as well because they look cute. You could do all sorts of things, charms, little tickets from places if you wanted to. Anything, any ephemera would work great. Good morning, Wendy. I've got sandpaper, or I'm using a sanding block, which is a whole lot easier to use just to prep. I use an old brush as well to clean up. I covered some of the wooden pieces in white gesso first, so that we get a nice finish, and then went in with white acrylic paint. You don't have to, you can keep this natural if you want to, like the first one. Good morning, Elaine. You'll need some paintbrushes obviously for that as well. Stamp platform, acrylic block, die cutting machine, paper trimmer, the usual bits and bobs. I've got VersaFine Claire. So whichever colours you go for, you'll need 2 shades of. So I've got the lovely baby pink and the charming pink. This is gorgeous, this colour. But they both are, but I really love the bright colour. So we've got that one. Watercolour pencils, water brushes or brush and water. Glue, red liner tape, and then to make sure that all the bits are stuck on, like the feet and things. Either super glue or glossy accents, or a heat gun if you prefer. Okay. So.
A cuddly toy.
And a cuddly toy, yeah. Pop these to one side and we'll get to work. Most of the bits are prepped. I'm just going to show you the process I go through with these pieces here. So I've got various different little wooden shapes. You can obviously go with whatever you've got. Oh, it's a lovely colour, Julie, it really is. Yeah, they're gorgeous colours, Wendy. Yeah, it was one of the new ones that came out. It was last year, wasn't it? They're really, really beautiful to use. There's some really nice pastel colours in them. So literally just going over the top, small circular movements. This will help Good morning, Jane. Just help to give it a nice smooth finish and help to stop the ink from bleeding too much in the wood grain. You could coat it first with some white or clear gesso. Just a little light sand across the tops of all of these. Hope that sound's not picking up too much. I've already done these once, I just wanted to show you there. Yes, the blue is lovely, isn't it? Which one is that? I've got it up there, I can't see. There's a lovely blue and a lovely, like, a tealy colour as well in the pale. It's gorgeous. Okay, so I did that with all the little wooden bits and bobs that I've got. Got this old brush. Yes, there's a clear one, Donna.
Yeah.
I'm going to get rid of as much of that loose dust as possible. Make sure our stamping comes out nicely. And of course you can heat emboss onto wood as well. That looks beautiful. You can completely colour a piece in embossing powder or stamp directly onto it, and that always looks gorgeous. So, brush this up. Oh, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to continue with the cherry blossom thing. I'm going to use this one. It's got a nice coverage on it. You can, of course, use whichever of our lovely stamps you like. This onto a little block. Don't need to go in with the stamp press here. Okay, so I've already done 3 circles.
Yeah, black is lovely as well.
Black is gorgeous, yes. I love the black. So we come in with the pale one first. Nice ink up. Place that down. You do need them, Julie. It's true. Okay, find the bit with the most coverage. Just place that down gently. Give that a chance to soak in a little bit. There we go. And that's the stamping onto the wood. If you can see, it's going to take a while for my feed to catch up. So if you don't see me doing anything, it's because I'm waiting.
Because she's not doing nothing.
It's because I'm not. There we go. It's so pretty. It just looks so lovely. And when you do brown inks onto wood, it's quite like what's that? Yeah, pyrography. I knew I'd get there eventually. Okay, so should we do the heart in the trying to decide on the colours now. Let's do that now. We'll do the heart in the pale, I think. It took me ages to decide, didn't it? I can never make my mind up. It's terrible. Okay. In there. If you wanted to colour these in, use a darker ink and then colour in. I would suggest a pencil, because sometimes anything too wet will just run along the grain of the wood and bleed out, which we don't want. And then I'm going to go in with the darker pink. I think I like gesso so much because it is a chalk paint basically. I'm quite drawn to the matte finish as well. Okay. Right. Nothing too daunting. Stamping onto the little wooden shapes. I love it. There we go. Oh, that one looks lovely. Using the different coloured inks as well makes a big difference. Makes a nice change from using black all the time, although I will and always do love black. So okay, when they go inside the box, obviously they're going to drop down a bit, so to give them depth I've already stuck 2 of each shape together. It does, Donna, indeed. We're just going to use our ordinary glue to cover these. If you don't want to be using...
Wendy's got a nice name.
Yes, they would, Wendy. Sorry, I missed that. And I think Brian has done this in the past.
Yeah.
Okay, so literally glue them together, and that's just going to create a nice bit of depth. There, give that a good squidge, make sure that's stuck. Same with these ones. You could use specific wood glue if you wanted to. PVA works fine though.
Yeah, it's just, yeah.
As I say, the heat embossing onto the wood is beautiful. And wood glue can be a bit smelly as well, which we don't want. And the last one. Of course, these don't have to be wooden shapes if you don't want them to be. It could be die cuts, layered up, that would look lovely. Agreed, Donna. I don't think there isn't really.
No.
He's a jack of all trades.
I tried stamping on everything, Donna. Stamping and creating everything.
Jewellery,
Yeah.
pyrography,
Gloss engraving.
yep, glass
which I
engraving.
love to pick up again.
Being a little bit careful because obviously this ink is still a bit wet, so we don't want to smush it too much. There we go. Ideally you would like to leave that to dry. This one I am going to add in with some cardboard just to show that you don't have to keep building up with layers of wood. So I also added in some letters. And for these, again, gave them a quick sand, added a coat of gesso, and then some pink paint. That was one of the studio light ones.
Love you too, Andy.
Master of Arts. There'll be no living with him later. Okay, so these are going to go on top of the circles. So
They don't know me, do they? I hate that word.
he does, yeah. So we'll get these stuck on first. And it just gives that a nice background so that that will pop out nicely once it's in the box. Yeah, this was the nice pale pink from the Studio Light Art by Mylene acrylic paints. And of course the wooden shapes you can colour with acrylic alcohol markers as well, or indeed paint pens. So.
Say morning to Vanessa.
Good morning, Vanessa. No problem. Stick this one on. Like I was saying before, obviously, I think Mother's Day is the end of the month. It's the 30th. But if that doesn't apply, of course, you could do this for a friend. Or anyone in need of a pick-me-up. Just make sure that's adhered. This one stuck on, just gives it a nice background. Good morning, Vanessa. The two Vanessas. It's also nice to see that when you think of mixed media, it doesn't have to be all grungy and dark and scary. If you like, it's not at all. It can be anything you want it to be. And this is nice and fresh and pretty. Okay, and then this one, that one, that way.
It's amazing how many people do mixed media.
Pop this into the middle.
Realise.
No. Get some glue on there. Put this into our flower centre. Make a nice feature of it. Give that time to set. Set. Okay, so before we do anything, I'm going to put the back on first. Yeah, definitely can be anything you like. I know the thought maybe of altered art can be quite daunting and frightening, but it really isn't. It's just making use of something that may well be chucked away. So giving new life to something. Like I said, I can't really give you measurements for this because whatever you use, it's going to be different. This could just be a card topper, of course.
That'd be lovely.
So I've just cut this slightly smaller than the size of the box, so we haven't got any overhang. Okay. Donna. Also helps cover up the workings of that box. Some of them are completely flat on the back. It doesn't really matter so much, but I think it's nice to add some more of our lovely stamped patterns. Make sure that's nicely stuck. I am using the recycled cartridge paper that we like as well, but you could use card, it's no problem. Not really just sticking down flat. So that's on there, and that's just nice for, makes it more special, doesn't it, when we cover the back as well. I know you don't get to see it much, but it does make a difference. Okay, so that's on. We can add more of our bits on inside. So I measured this one, cut out a square and stamped in the family sentiment from the dictionary definitions. This can go straight in. Slide this in. Smooth that down. Okay, that's that into there. And I think before I do any more of those, we'll just do some colour to these so it's got time to dry off a bit. I'm absolutely obsessed with this colouring technique at the moment, which is literally just going around the edges. So I've got a watercolour pencil. I'm just going in at one end, just at the edge, one part only, so just the top. I love that you get the white left in the middle, really. Not being too fussy about it, just getting some colour down. And got my water brush. Make sure that's going. Yep. And I'm just going to come in and pull the colour back out and down. It's just such a lovely subtle effect. No problem, Jenny, that's fine. Oh, that would be lovely, Julie. Watch the rest on catch up, Jenny, no problem at all. So this is a nice pale version of what I've been doing recently, but I think that kind of goes. I'm just going in little small movements again, just dragging that down. It would just give that little bit of shading and depth. Very slight amount of colour there. Go. A little bit on here as well. Literally just on the ends. Come in, pull that in again. Just pull that round. I'll bring them up for a closer look in a moment. Okay. And then the last little one. So I'm gonna layer these up. So best to do that now, then they've got chance to dry off before we start manipulating them, otherwise they'd be likely to tear and we don't want that. Okay, just a little bit of colour in the centre, a bit of a wet down as well. That's it. Okay, let's pop these up. It's very, very slight, but it does make a difference, and you still get to see all that beautiful stamp. It's delicate, nice and delicate. Okay, hope that's okay. I will take photographs when we're finished, of course, as well, so you can get a good look then too. Okay, so I've got two little bottles, which I love these, to cover. So all I did was I measured the height of the body of the bottle and cut some strips, and then just went in with the stamp in the darker pink colour. Got some red liner tape. Thank you, Marion. This is the best thing to attach glass to. Thank you, Donna. Okay, so just lay this on its side. Put that down. And we can wind this round. Hi, Yvonne. No problem. I'm just going to add some glue in along this edge as well, so we stick completely onto here. That's it. If you've got anything small enough to pop into the bottles, that would look lovely. Let's make sure we're stuck. I think it looks quite pretty covered up. And we'll do the other one. If you've got one that's slightly larger boxes, you could pop a little flower inside. Just wrap that around. This is the paper again as opposed to card, because then it'll keep its shape nicely. And then a little bit of glue to attach the end. That's it, hold that in place. There we go. I just think they just look cute. They really do look cute. I love these. There we go. So they're ready. So we'll start adding things in. start off with our letters. So these are going to pop into here. We can use our ordinary PVA. If you want to use something stronger, that's fine. Sure that's straight, we don't want wonky letters. In place. I'm going to go on the diagonal with these, I think. Get that in place. Make sure that's up. Yep. Get that good firm down. If you had any dried flowers, they would look lovely in here as well.
Oh.
And this one. Yep. I have.
Good.
That's that. I'm going to put the flower in exactly the same way. In. Oh no. That's where I've layered them up. The pattern doesn't always quite match up on the shape, so you get overhang, but that's gone in okay. If you do get that with anything, you just sand the edges and it will fit back in. There we go, so we're getting there. I said we're going to use some cardboard on the back of this one just to give it some dimension. Alright, yeah, that's fine size wise. As you know by now, always hang on to your cardboard.
Yep. Always.
Pop this in the top. Make sure that's central. Yep. Give that chance to set. Okay. And I've got this lovely slice of wood as well, which I'm going to squeeze into this bottom one. This is lovely, it's a really lovely shape, really nice and organic. So I gave that a bit of a sand across the top there too. Add this into the bottom. You could paint this white if you wanted to, give it a whitewash. Ooh. It's the trouble, isn't it? I started having these ideas and that last year when we did the craft room out, and we found all these gorgeous wooden bits and bobs.
Oh, what?
And I thought it was such a shame not to be using them.
Yeah. Right.
So I thought of having these ideas of using some bits and pieces up. And if you're anything like us and you've got lots of embellishment-y bits and things, it's a nice way of using Julie's products with what we've got. Okay, so that's in there. Then we're going to add in our bottles. I'm just going to find the join at the back. Pop some glue across the back part. That can go in there. If you're worried about that staying in there, what we can do is get a little bit of strong glue. So put the bottom in place. I'm just going to hold that there for a little while. Make sure that sets. Does anyone have anything crafty planned for today? Or is it boring? Boring household things.
We hate that. People love doing housework at weekend.
Ugh. Right. Glue on the back of the bottle there. Just gonna pop some glue in here. We've spent all that time making this. We don't want it to fall apart. Thank you, Julie. Oh, Vanessa.
Oh,
That is full on.
that's nice.
It's nice busy though, isn't it?
That's sort of busy,
Ah.
I like, Vanessa.
Lovely, Yvonne.
Oh.
It's always the way, isn't it, Julie?
Julie's busy always.
Thank you, Andreen. Thank you, Donna. Okay, so they're in there now. So I think we'll pop the feet on next. So I've got another 2 wood slices, which you can pick up in all sorts of different places now. Sanded the tops down. You could cover these in paper if you wanted to. New baby cards, brilliant. 25 cards, Wendy, wow. Housework and wait, yes. I have to agree with you there.
Oh. Bless you, Wendy.
There we go. Try and get it so it's gonna hopefully stay put. Get those glued on. I'm going to run some glue across the bottom here, just within that first section. Hold that in place as it sets. This is the boring bit. Thank you, Wendy. Pinks are really pretty, aren't they? I've had to wean myself off of rainbow colours. Thank you, Caroline.
We can
talk amongst yourselves, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's such exciting telly. It's not going to stick while we go. I can pop it on afterwards, that's not a problem. Doesn't make for the most exciting viewing, does it?
Yeah.
The box is wood, yes. Waiting, yeah. Your viewing is important to us. Let's try and match these up. So I've just used the lines on the grid there to get them equal. Yes, they would, wouldn't they, Julie?
Well, what sort of glasses are you talking about, Julie?
Okay, so we'll stay. I painted the box. It originally started life as one of these, slightly bigger version of one of these. So, I always keep these even when the embellishments are gone.
I need to check here if I was watching.
You're welcome. We could have covered the little cotton reels in pattern paper again with the stamped paper. I thought it would be nice to try something different. There we go. It's stuck for now. Be a little bit careful with it though. Okay. And then we've just got our flowers to make up. Just to pop on the edge, and that will finish that off nicely. So, thank you. You could, yes, Yvonne, definitely. I'm just going to cut down into the centre.
Some lovely ideas.
I'm going to try and keep the stamens on this time.
So should I be coming around the popcorn and everything?
It is, isn't it? What was it way back? The potter's wheel?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was before my time. Just hasten to add. So I've just cut down in between the stamens there. Normally go right in, but that would mean losing the stamens, so I thought I'd try and do it and keep the stamens this time because they're cute. Okay.
Oh, Tony, I love Tony art.
Yes. Oh, we need that, don't we? I'm just going to shape these up with pokey tool. I'm just going to bring the ends over. You could use a foam mat and ball tool if you wanted to shape these. Use your fingers, whatever is best for you. There we go. And the next one, I've already gone down into the middles with these and just curved the corners in as well where we cut. Tony Hart, big inspiration.
Oh yeah. And Morph. Don't forget Morph. He's a big inspiration of himself.
That into the middle. Hi Bev. No problem. And then the little one. Wolf was cute.
He was. Made good plasticine.
Okay. Just a little bit. Let's get you stuck in. In place. You could make this into a wall hanging as well. Before you put the paper on the back, you could attach some ribbon in there, a loop of ribbon or twine or whatever you've got, and then cover that up with the backing paper. That would look lovely. Done that quite often as well. Okay, so let's add this in just on the side there, a bit of a jaunty angle. There we go.
Beautiful, McGill, beautiful.
Set. Bring those up. Okay, let's put that down that way so you can have a little look. Move all this out of the way. Swap on the glue. Okay, so this is the finished piece.
Gorgeous, McGill.
Just a nice way to use up what's packaging, really. And that could be adapted, obviously, to any occasion. I'll get some pictures taken of this and add on to the group later. I've also got the PDF for you, for the materials and instructions and everything. Yeah, and of course, as you know, Facebook are only saving live videos now for 30 days. So if you can't watch during that time, you'll always be able to catch up on the YouTube channel. So it's quite a good idea, if you haven't already, to like and subscribe Julie's YouTube channel, because then you'll always get a notification of when a new video goes up. There's tons of videos on there already, different playlists for each one of us that does the demos, for launches, of all different bits and bobs, info on different products and how to use them. So it's a good idea to get yourself onto YouTube as well, so you don't miss out. I'll just keep that there as well. Bring up your little original so you can have a look at that as well if you missed it. So that was the more natural one. This one, I'll just go through what products I use for this. Yes, thank you, Julie. Yeah, subscribe to Julie's channel, then you know you're never going to miss out on anything that way.
It's free, don't cost you nothing.
No, it doesn't. You don't have to pay for all the YouTube added bits. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. Yes, they do, Donna. Yeah, every single Technique Tuesday is on there. Every single live that Tracy's done is on there. We've got Joe's, obviously everything that Julie's done. There's things on there from Hazel. So yeah, it's definitely the place to get your inspiration. Okay, so this one I used the Julie's Blooming collection, the Perfectly Pretty Blooms, Stamps and Dies again, Sunflower Bee for the little bees, because I love those. Julie's handpick collection, different flowers and stamps, and the dictionary definitions again, and this time it's got the friend inside, which covers across 2 boxes. Yes, thank goodness for YouTube. Is Brian's coming soon? Well, yep. There will be something soon. Never fear. We have a new challenge coming up. So keep an eye out for details on that. There will be inspiration from us and some videos along the way too. So keep your eyes peeled. Yes, there will be. Ink colours I use for this. Versifying Care again. I use Portobello, Pinecone and Acorn, because the different tones of brown are lovely. I also went around the edges of this one as well to finish that off, as it hadn't been painted. Okay, lives this week. We've got Julie tomorrow at 10:30.
Yay!
Pretty sure that's right. And we got Joe Channon Thursday at 7 p.m.
Yay!
So lots of loveliness this week. We are spoilt. I think that's all I've got to mention at the moment. I hope I haven't forgotten anything.
Yeah,
but yes, yeah, there will be more goodness to look out for soon. And yeah, keep an eye out for the challenge. That'll be going live soon with all the relevant details and things like we do. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me today. Loved having your company as usual. Thank you for your lovely comments. Yeah, we will see you all very soon, and yep, be watching with you tomorrow and Thursday for Julie and Joe. So take care. Bye.
Bye.